Hey, it's Ben back at you with another Tuesday tip time from Counterpart Music. This one is about stretching your release. And what do I mean by that? I think at this point, most people know that you should be putting out some singles ahead of an album or an EP release. Typically, people are doing multiples these days, or maybe you're just putting out a series of singles over time and trying to figure out what hits. That's great. The thing I want to talk about today is what happens if you get to the date you've released your album. Now you've got a few or several songs that no one's ever heard of. What do you continue to promote at this point? You should always be able to have at least one or two of the strongest songs on an EP or an LP left over, so that the day that that album drops, you can really start promoting those if the singles you released before the album release have already kind of taken their course. Let's say you always have more opportunities to bring in new fans. And so it's not just about, okay, I've dropped this and other people who were my fans during the singles now have some other things to listen to, and I'm going to move on to the next round of recordings, next songwriting phase of my life, whatever it may be. There are still people you want to try to do your best to bring in as new fans from all of that content. So you don't necessarily need to be focusing on every track. You know, maybe the weakest track on the album just isn't something worth putting money behind, but you can be promoting the project as a whole, which will help with that track. So this is really about remembering that once an album or an EP drops, you've still got time that you should be considering what marketing you can do, whether it's spending marketing on some digital ads for a track that was first released on the album, whether it is continuing to promote a single that was already released but is showing good momentum, or whether it's just free promotion on your socials, YouTube, things like that. So remember to continue to stretch that release. When you drop the album or EP, it's not time to just move on to the next thing to release. You can still take a lot of time and continue to grow your fan base while interacting with those who are already your fans through your social media posts and different things going on in your life. So don't waste those opportunities with music to continue to grow your fan base for time well after the album releases. Okay, remember to follow or subscribe, and check back next week with another tip.